So looking at how a student might actually use the language of validity and reliability in their work, I encourage this from the very beginning, so from the very start of the planning pages, so that this language is embedded throughout the entire project. It is not fair to get your students to start evaluating sources at the end. They need to know that this is a process that they're going through the whole time. Now, the difference with the evaluation is that you're taking the analytical response to a source and you're giving it a judgment at the end in terms of a process. In the folio, this is going to look more like identifying different types of research criteria, using the research criteria to determine whether the source is useful or not, and also planning to collect data in different ways. So this is just one example. It's not necessarily the best example in the world, but it's just something to show that in the very first page, this student started thinking about different types of sources that they wanted to use, and they wanted to show that they had a purpose for this. They wanted this qualitative, quantitative information. And then they've gone on in their research pages to actually start to evaluate this source and actually look at whether this was a valid representation of the person and the issue. Yes, it was. It was about LGBTQ plus Indigenous issues, and it's written by a person from that community who is working in that field. So it's a valid voice to be heard. So when working with students, make this part of the curriculum. Continue to work it through.